Claude just dropped several brand new upgrades that include Sonnet 5, they dropped new plugins for CoWork, and so much more. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know what all these changes are, how you could use them, and several use cases you could use them for. Now, the first Claude update that we need to cover is going to be Sonnet 5, because this update is going to be dropping tomorrow, and it brings with it several brand new changes. The first one that I want to show you is that this is going to be 50% cheaper than Opus 4.5. So if you're running ClaudeBot, if you're doing things like using CoWork and stuff like that, you are going to want to know more about this, and you're going to want to use this and test this out, because this is going to allow you to have a massive upgrade to the models that you're using. In addition to that, this is going to give you a 1 million context window, but it will also be faster. So not only will this be able to handle more information than you currently can with Opus or with Sonnet 4.5, but it's also going to be faster. The next thing is this is going to be able to spawn parallel subagents from the terminal, which are going to help it get things done. And this is basically why it's smarter and faster. Now, allegedly, this hit an 80.9% on the SWE benchmark, and the craziest part about this is going to be dev team mode, where you could give it a brief and agents are going to be able to build out a feature autonomously. So if you have a website, you have software, you have something that you vibe coded, this is going to be able to work on it autonomously by you literally just giving it a brief, and the agents are going to do the rest of the work. Now, this should get rolled out to everybody tomorrow, February 3rd, but I wanted to make sure that you're aware of this because this is a massive change that is currently coming. Now, in addition to that, Claude also just dropped brand new interactive apps. Now, I had a really hard time actually finding these myself, so I found online how you can actually access this. You need to come to claude.ai/directory, and then from here, this is actually going to show you all of those different interactive apps right here. And we can see right here that basically what this allows is for you to take additional action inside some of the apps and some of the connectors that you're already using. For example, we have one with Canva right here. We see one with Figma. There's one with Amplitude, where you could search, access, and get insights from your Amplitude data. They have a Gamma one where you can actually create presentations, docs, socials, and things with AI from inside of Claude. And then we also see Slack right here. In addition to that, if we come over to web, you're going to be able to see tons more. So there are literally tons of these. And basically what this is going to allow you to do is take all of your connections a step further. And these are just a lot better. The other way that you could kind of do a workaround to doing this is hooking up MCP access to Claude with all these different tools, but it isn't built as well. Basically, these new interactive apps are just way better designed to actually take action across all of these different tools right here, which is pretty incredible. In addition to that, they also have these desktop extensions. Basically, this just gives you MCP server access to a bunch of other things, but I would strongly suggest that you have all these connected, because without them, Claude is nowhere near as powerful as it could be. For example, let's click on this Slack one right here, and then we could see that this is going to allow us to actually connect our Claude to Slack right here. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this for Queen City Media Group, and we can see that very quickly we're going to be able to allow access from our Claude app to Slack. And then what we're going to be able to do over here is just click on this plus, and we're going to be able to very easily come over here and see that Slack is now a connector right here. Now, what we could actually do with this is we could come over here and we can say, what are my latest messages on Slack right here? And then this is actually going to be able to very easily retrieve all of our different Slack messages. In addition to that, what we could also get this to do is actually take some action, for example, to analyze something and then send it to somebody on Slack. So basically what this allows you to do is now stack all of these different actions. You have actions going on inside of LLMs, and then you could have your LLM actually interact with all these different tools to either take information from them or to send or give information to them. Now we can see right here that this very quickly went through and actually pulled up all of these different things right here, which is pretty incredible that it can now pull up my chats. And again, we could have it take actions on my behalf on side of Slack also. And if you want to access this, literally just come over to claude.ai/directory, and boom, this will pull up all of these different interactive apps. Now, before we get into the rest of those changes that are only going to keep getting crazier and crazier, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, the next upgrade we need to talk about are going to be Claude plugins. So in order to actually access these, what you want to do is you want to come over to your Claude desktop app right here. You want to come into CoWork and you could access these from two different places. The first place that you could access them is opening up the sidebar right here, and you're going to see plugins in the bottom left-hand corner. Or if you come over here and you actually just look at these suggestions right here and have these enabled, you'll see customize with plugins. So if we click into this, we could see that there are three things that we could do in here. One, Anthropic actually has a bunch of different plugins right here, or we could come over here and we could add them from the marketplace from GitHub, or we could add them from a URL. Now, what exactly do these plugins do? Well, here's a really simple definition and why I am so happy for this. So if we come over here, unlike standard AI that just provides information, these agentic plugins are designed for automation. In addition to that, these are very soon, this is coming out probably within the next few days, going to be available for organization-wide sharing. So basically, this allows you to teach Claude how to automate specific tasks in your organization and complete certain tasks, and then you can share it with everybody else. And if we come back over here, we can see all of the different things that are already set up here. For example, legal right here, this is going to allow you to speed up contract review, NDA triage, and compliance workflow for in-house legal teams. Or we have marketing right here that allows you to create, plan campaigns, and analyze performance across different marketing channels, maintaining brand voice consistency, tracking competitors, and reporting on what's working. We can see that there are tons of these for all of these different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to install this marketing one right here, and then we can see that we can manage it from inside of here. Now here's how these plugins actually work. We can see right here, I asked it how do I actually use a plugin, and it says the CoWork mode automatically extend the capabilities with specialized tools, skills, integrations, and here's how it works. Once a plugin is active, which it is because you just watched me installed it, it automatically just knows how to actually do that thing. Now, if you want to invoke a skill directly, you actually have to call it by asking it to use a specific skill or using slash and then putting that skill in there, but you don't actually have to do that for this. So we could see right here marketing, and we could see that this is actually installed. And if you ever want to know what you currently have available on Claude, you could literally just ask it and it will tell you exactly like this. So let's see exactly how good this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I need to create a marketing campaign to push a new product update for ContentBuddy.ai. I'm going to say Content Buddy helps people on TikTok and Instagram grow faster by leveraging suite of AI tools. We are dropping a new product that lets people see what sound/music are trending in their niche. Then if they use those sounds/music, it'll increase their views. Now, we're going to click on Let's Go right here. What this typically then does is ask us a handful of questions, but essentially this is automatically going to call all the different skills, all the different plugins that it needs in order to get this work done. And what this actually does is pretty cool. So we could see it. This is loading up these different questions that we're going to have to answer. And I've actually had this ask questions multiple different times when I'm doing something. So what do we want? We're going to do a full campaign plan. What do we want to focus on? We're going to do all channels. When is it launching? It's going to be launching soon. Do we have an example of the existing brand guidelines or voice? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put professional but friendly. And then what this is going to do is think through this, everything else that it needs. And it might ask me a few other questions, but we could see that this is now going through and running all of these different skills right here and using these different plugins in order to actually do this. And we could see all the progress that's going to be done. We could see the context that's being used here. We could see all the different folders. Now this is going through, this is strategizing, and this is going to deliver to me something that it would have taken human a week or two to do. Okay, so we could see it. This literally just went through. This got all of the different context that it needed by going through these 20 different websites right here. And now this is actually going through and this is building this out. And we could see that this is literally going through here and we could see all the progress that's happening. Literally in just a few minutes, this went through and did what a marketing director or an agency would do in a week in a few minutes. Okay, so now that this is actually done, we could come over here and we could see exactly what this looks like. So this went through and gave us a campaign overview with the product, core message, differentiator, what's actually in the plan right here, which is pretty cool. And we click on this, we could see exactly what this plan actually looks like. And now we could use this as a project and we could keep going back and forth and it's going to have all of this different context. So ContentBuddy.ai, we have trend sound discovery feature, product launch right here. And this gave us an 8-page thing thing about the executive summary, campaign objectives, target audience right here, different pain points that they have, the messaging framework that we should use, key points, channel strategy right here with all of these different platforms, gives us a 14-day launch content calendar, gives us different success metrics and KPIs. If we come down here, it gives us all the different sample launch content that we can use, next steps, and this is crazy right here because guess what? We can now get this to do all these next steps because we have that marketing plugin enabled and it's way better at marketing. Now, the next Claude update that I wanted to cover is that you are no longer going to see this message right here. Claude hit the maximum length of this conversation. Please start a new conversation to continue chatting with Claude, because now what's going to happen is this right here. We can see that Claude now automatically goes through and actually compacts conversations so that you can keep chatting with it. And basically what this does is takes a lot of the old stuff and it either forgets about it or it compacts and compresses it so it's not taking up any context in your window so that you can keep chatting with Claude. And this is automatically going to happen. You don't have to turn anything on for this. Now, the last thing that I did want to cover is you need to make sure that you have several different settings and capabilities turned on with Claude. First and foremost, if we come into capabilities right here, you want to make sure that artifacts is turned on. You want to make sure then that AI-powered artifacts is going to be turned on. Under code execution and file creation, you want to make sure that both of these are going to be turned on. Now, if you want Claude to be able to actually access a domain inside of its sandbox, you want to make sure that you have allowed domains in here. And then in addition to that, if we scroll down, you want to make sure that when you come over to memory and you come over to generate memory, that both of these are going to be turned on. And you want to make sure that you have all these different skills that you are going to be using turned on. Now, if you don't see a skill for what you want Claude to be able to do, you can create your own skill and then just click on add right here. And you could actually go through and add it very easily in 3 different ways. One, you could upload a skill if somebody sends you one or if you come across one online that you like, but make sure it comes from a place that you trust. 2, you could write your own skill or you could actually create it with Claude. So if you need Claude to be able to build out a complex skill, this is a really easy way for it to actually prompt you and it'll create that skill and then boom, it will be able to do whatever you want it to. But you want to make sure that all these settings are turned on because if they're not, you're not getting the most out of Claude that you could be. Not sure if you've seen the reports yet, but Goldman Sachs just came out and said that they think in the next 12 months, AI is going to replace over 300 million jobs. So my question for you is, are you going to be one of those people that's replacing those jobs, or are you going to be one of the people that gets replaced because you didn't embrace AI? And that's exactly why I created AI Automation School that you could check out at the pinned comment below. In fact, I have special launch pricing right now. So if you want to stay ahead of what's happening in AI and you want to learn how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, how to build AI agents without knowing having to code, or you just want me to audit your personal AI workflow so we could speed things up for you, I strongly suggest that you check it out. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that shows you how to create AI employees that could work for you 24/7. If that sounds interesting, check this out right here.